So, how does one test a drone's for its abilities while you ride bike?
Yep.
Most of you say put it through the gauntlet, like DC Rainmaker.
Left
Well,
or right.
we don't have the
Is it
gauntlet.
going to,
But what we do have is the Root River State Trail. And on the 28th of September, myself and Fritz went out there for an adventure. This is actually the 29th as we're coming back. And we decided to play with the drone a little bit. And basically, before I go too far right now, we have the drone falling behind us. It's a big open area. And it drifted to the right. Our right, the drone's left, right away.
try to go from the backside? Drop.
This is
Heads
a
up.
common thing. Not only with this drone, when there's open areas, it does it, but I ended up getting a DJI Mini Pro 2 after this, and
Still
that
there?
did it as well. I remember putting it in after track. So right now we're using after track. So you basically put the after track on, put a plaster box around the person, car, or whatever, and it'll follow you. It'll follow you through wherever you put it to
I'll
go.
follow you, girl.
Same thing goes with the DJI Mini 4 Pro. But I tried to follow me with active track on it with the drone facing me, and it did the same thing like I just did in the beginning, where it veered off to the right. So we'll get a little more into it later. But anyways, we don't have the Gauntlet. We have the Root River State Trail, Minnesota, southern Minnesota, and what you're about to see here is truly amazing.
It's still there. It's still there. It's gonna probably drop from right here. It's dropped. It stopped, Fritz. Oh. Yeah. Here it goes again. Try this one more time. Biggest thing is these branches. Just curious on what it does. This one's going, okay, it went right around it. Did you guys see that? That was amazing. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'm not sure what you guys are seeing because I can't see. But more branches here. What happened here? One to the left, one to the right. It's like a football player. Oh, wow. Check the head out. Yes, dude, this is amazing how it's moving around all this stuff. It's gonna go lower, yep. God, this is awesome. Sorry about the non-scenic trip. Going around sharp corners though, where you lose is because it's the back of the car. It's almost like the perfect distance. But once you go around a sharp corner, it kind of loses you. Okay, you got the branches to the right, top level. Went down, right between them. My old Mavic Pro when it originally came out would never, I would be totally in this stuff. Alright, look at this, guys. Right? Oh. How is it doing that? It stopped. Oh, no, it's gone, it's gone. It basically, the brake stopped because it's seen it, and it just kept right back up. Man. Okay, more branches. Oh, what's going to go here? Lower. Dude, perfect. These aren't big branches either. These are really thin ones. Maybe more gravel roads and stuff. Be perfect. All right, let's try this out. Okay, we're gonna take it nice and slow. All right, so basically, he's going backwards. He's got his bike there, so what happens here? It does have rear sensors. It doesn't have side sensors. At least I don't. I think it's seen him. what happened to this tree. Oh, it went around it. All right, so what's going to happen here? We got a turn. It's going to be smart enough to follow me. It's going to the right. It's going to the right. It went up and over it. It's coming down. We got a big tree. There's stuff right there. Get it go lower. It did. It went right underneath it. Okay, this is the test. This is a big one. So,
Good, you're right.
oh my gosh, you see that? Dude, that was like hardly. What's gonna go here?
It lost tracking. It's tricking me up.
Dude, how is it going between that stuff?
Right. Keep going. Keep going.
Dude, that's nuts. I'm not sure if you guys seen that or not, but I mean, just little twigs. It went up right through them. Dude.
That was impressive. The only thing I wish
Whoa.
is that you can put the subject in frame, and then it'll keep the subject in frame instead of.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, still, with all these branches, you guys.
Yeah,
It's going around them.
yeah, it's nuts.
We're gonna keep having fun here, but this is amazing. If anybody's on edge, like, should I buy this for biking or whatever? You got the Neo, you got the Hover. Those are neat and stuff. They have full guards around them, but they don't have the ability to veer obstacles like we just said, seeing there, and like it just did there. Alone, I think this is much more worth the price, something like this, over than those, because what I just seen, and probably you guys did too, hopefully, is unreal.
Coming into this trip, I was on the edge, but on the edge of what drone to buy. There was a drone I wanted to purchase for mostly biking, bike adventuring, just messing around. But there was 3 big players out there. Well, 2 big players, DJI, and then I think it's Hover X1 or something like that, or Hover, basically, you know what I mean. Because if you're watching this video, you've probably seen it as well. If you haven't, I'll throw a link up there in the description for it too. But anyways, DJI just came out with the Neo, or is coming out with the Neo, like probably 5-10 days after this. I was heavily looking at that. However, with the Neo, it doesn't have obstacle avoidance, and individuals say that the speed, I think it's like 12 or 13 miles an hour it'll top out at. But in reality, like I said, this is the type of the ride we're doing right now. What it'll be mostly used for. I'm not going to be racing with it and whatnot. So I was like, yeah, it's cool. It's small. It's lightweight. Yeah, it's the bigger thing is riding with bikes. So it needed to be something small, something I can transport. Not only within the bags, but even if I don't have the bags, I need a way to transport it. So I have the Air 2S I was going to originally use for this, but with the weight of the batteries and the drone size itself, it could be done, but the Mini 3 that he has here was so much lighter. The drone itself and the battery basically weighed just as much as one battery as the Air 2S. So we put it through the Gauntlet, or our Gauntlet, and from what I've seen, it amazes me. I thought it was going to go through the bridge here, right? But it ended up, it's not going to. Mostly, I think, because there's an item to the left, item to the right, and a tree to the front. It has no place to go. So that's understandable. Also, we kind of noticed 2 shaded areas, bright to shaded areas, it kind of lagged. And I've seen that as well. I basically do have my Mini 4 now. I have seen that as well. Maybe I'll throw up another video on that. Another thing I want to test out is when we have the drone in front of us, it's going backwards. It likes to drift off. I tried it once as well with mine, and it drifted right towards trees, and it freaked me out. I had the drone for under a week, and I don't want to trash it. So I basically stopped it. But I think here one of these days, while it's still halfway warm, I will bring it out, and I will, how do you say it, maybe in the open air and see what it does. So it'd be nice if the drone is following you backwards, where we're looking at the drone, it'll actually stay somewhat straight to us instead of veer off. But that point alone there does not drop me from the selling point of this drone. The Hover X1, like I said to you, I brought up, is a nice drone as well. It has these features, but it doesn't have, or same with the Neo, it doesn't have the obstacle avoidance that we just seen in this video. And that's what I was afraid of. Yes, it can follow me, just like we did here. But there's a great chance some of those twigs back there it would have been into. Would have broken it? Maybe, maybe not. They do have full guards, but we will be stopping. And for this instance, we were able to go forward. So, is the price worth it? Definitely. Not only you can use ActorTrack, there's many other features you can use on these drones. So if you're on the edge, I highly suggest buying this drone or the Mini 4 Pro.